What's up, guys? This is Tony with Texan Landscape Group. So this morning we're just doing a little bit of a late start because we got to clean up our trucks. We get a lot of freaking dirt buildup here. We take care of our space. Everything is clean and easy to work with. We're just cleaning out the trucks so we have a nice clean presentation for our clients. We took out all the tools. Man, all these tools are expensive, man. So we got to take care of all this, and then we got to build up of inventory of our 30C PVC connection pieces. And you know, sometimes the guys are just hauling around stuff that they don't need to be hauling around. Like we got extra pipe, weed barrier, the microwave, all this stuff needs to be taken care of. We want to have a really nice presentation for our customers. You see this buildup on the trucks here? We got extra stuff from our jobs and stuff like this. We always leave all of our plants here so we can use them throughout the weeks and do for like warranty stuff. Our shop right now is actually pretty clean. If you see everything, we buy a lot of stuff in bulk. If you see here, I think one of these prices is wrong. Yeah, our bended board's wrong. It's like 23 bucks. But what we do is we buy stuff in bulk. As you see it here, there's not a lot of stuff here. And then we'll go back in later and we create our receipts like this. So we essentially buy stuff in bulk at the beginning of the month or every 3 months, like cement, blocks, our big CMU, bended board, stakes, because it's inefficient for us to go buy this from the store and then have to bring it here. For example, Microlife, which is fertilizer, these half chop blocks, you go to Home Depot, you're gonna spend a ton of time buying this stuff. But yeah, we've been working on cleaning up our shop more because we get a buildup of just random stuff. You get turf, infill, polymeric, just different kinds of things like this. Even all of our tools, man, we got to do like once a week, twice a week. We got to like just take everything off, reorganize it all, and we're gonna end up labeling this more and putting more things here. Make sure it's all clean and even. Another big thing we do weekly, we come into the shop, we look at what we got in stock. For example, you know, we have extra charcoal haul in here. We got half chop gray Colorado stone. We got these stepping stones here. These are like 500 bucks a piece. We got extra of this, which is a Scandina 12 dimensions. We got this other stuff, which I already sold this on a job for next week. That kind of stuff, we like to send daily reports on what we have inventory so that the sales guys know, hey, great, let's go ahead and just sell this, right? Make sure that we get that sold so we can put it in jobs. Like we got 2x2s over there. We try to maintain a pretty clean job site at our own, like office site, our own office, because it just makes things easier to work with. Want to have clean trucks, clean presentations, and you can see like everything gets pretty built up in the trailers. So we want to make sure that we're not showing up to job sites like this. So we got to get this cleaned, and just take 45 minutes, you know, once a week or twice a week. And if you maintain it pretty regularly, everything is pretty easy. And right now we have some of our subs showing up. They're grabbing material. We'll create a receipt for the material that they bought. They're going to be using that for a retaining wall. And then the framer's showing up right now, the framing crew, because we're going to be sending them to a different job site to go finish some flagstone. These guys are going to go work on 2 different jobs. These guys are working on 1 job today. So I don't know if Chris had told y'all about the update, but that cantilever structure that we were working on, we have an expediter who is essentially this lady that used to work for City of Houston, and now she is going to be expediting these permits for us, but she can go get them done and approved in 1 day. But essentially, I'll show y'all really quick on this whiteboard here what happened. I think Chris was kind of explaining this, but we had this cantilever structure. There was a wall here, which was the existing fence. We put a post, 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 post. And what you don't see, because you didn't see these in the videos, is that there's these giant footers here. So this is our frost line, right? There's these huge footers. So right here, there is a 5-foot build line. And property got red tagged. We're not able to take care of this right now. We're not able to build in this line. So it's either we move the post to be here, right? Which is gonna make it like this, which means we're gonna have to cut the kitchen and move this post. If the client is cool with this is still gonna cost $10,000 to $15,000 as a change order. And why? It's because we're gonna have to remove this post or remove the entire roof. The IRP, which is the insulated roof panels, are gonna have holes in them, so we're gonna have to patch that. We're gonna make this smaller. We're gonna have to cut the kitchen, and we may have to cut the whole countertop off. I don't know yet what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna decide that. But these footers are fucking big, so we're gonna have to remove this one or leave it, put another one in between. But now we have to ask the engineer, you know, what the scoop is with this, make sure everything is good. If the client wanted us to be like, no, what I want y'all to do is just, you know, we have that 5-foot build line, go ahead and just redo it for that, and I want even spacing, that's gonna be like a $25,000 change order. Each of these footers here are $1,500, man. But removing these, man, would be a pain in the ass. And there's a brick wall behind it. So I think the client understands that, like, we're not removing these because there's like a little access door here. If we got to remove all these footers, we're gonna have to break down this wall. But it's problems, man. You live, you learn, you move on. You know, a lot of clients have allowed us or asked us to do unpermitted work in the past, but we're not going to be doing that anymore. And actually now, you know, I have this contact every time that I start a bid. You know, we have a house and everything. We're going to be asking clients for their surveys every single time immediately and sending it to our expediter, Cindy, because what you're always going to look out for is your aerial easements, right? Your underground easements, right? Your build lines, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, but there's a lot of different stuff that comes involved in this, and having an expediter that you pay $500 to help you with this is going to be really helpful. Even whenever you're putting in, we're going to be putting in a new circle driveway in this one house, right? We need to determine what that's going to be like and if we're allowed to do that. And for example, depending on the frontage of the road, there's only so much that we can do going across on the driveway. What's up, my friend?
Oh, yeah.
What's the deal, baby boy?
What's up, baby? How you doing? Everything okay?
Estamos en el HD TV, Bernie.
Alright, good.
Okay, I need you to go work on some railings for me.
Where? Different house?
Yeah, so here's the house in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
Aquí está la entrada. There's a railing here. We need to fix this. And then here, we're gonna be adding stairs. Pues los breakers van a ir aquí ahorita. Here, let me show you here really quick.
Where you want me to go? Today or tomorrow?
You're gonna go today.
I gotta go get the tools. I left the tools over there.
Then, do you want to do a half day? Or you want to go tomorrow?
I think it's better going tomorrow. We can do the
Yeah, but at least I can show you right now.
Hercules roof today and something else, little stuff.
Let me show you what we're gonna do really quick. So here, you see this? Aquí le vamos a poner un rail.
Okay, the handrail. And
yeah. Y después on this other side,
okay, the other side of the house.
right here, we're gonna put the stairs.
To the pool.
Aquí tengo flagstone todo aquí. Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and just take care of that tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow because I don't want to waste the time. We'll get the tools and all this stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
So
You need the Hercules roof?
yeah.
Let me show you where it's at. This is Bernardo. He's one of the framers. They're gonna go be finishing a flagstone project for us because We don't want to send the in-house. In-house is expensive. It's like $3,500 a day. These guys are about $1,000. We still attribute like $250 in overhead to them. So we're going to be sending them to go finish that job. So we're going to be saving $2,500 a day sending the in-house crew. So it's like we were talking with this group that we're a part of last night. We got to be strategic in who we send. It's a game, man. We use in-house and we use subs. And you got to be strategic in how you use them. So sometimes, you know, on a 5-day job, I'll send 3 days in-house. So do the math, it's $10,000. And then I send 2 days sub, it's $2,000 usually. And so we're saving money. We always got to keep the in-house guys busy, right? So it's just a game. The in-house crews are both on 3-day, the last 3 days they were on jobs. And now I'm pulling them from those jobs. I'm having subs go finish those jobs, and they're gonna go start new jobs and go finish them today. I sold this one. It's a pretty cool renovation. Let's come check it out. So, let me just walk you through this project really quick. ¿Le puedes decir a Joel que limpiamos esto hoy, por favor? Hay que llevar esto. Yeah. This is our travertine. We get this delivered. I got this delivered like right after we finished the demo work, but I gotta get all this trash out. I always like to maintain clean job sites. Man, clients come out and they see this, man. I mean, us that are in construction, we understand like we got fucking construction stuff, right? They will go batshit crazy. Do not let this stuff sit at job sites for more than like 2 days, man. Travertine, I would always, man, this stuff, you gotta give like 1.5x compared to pavers, because if you pull in here, Hector, you can see this, man. It's like different dimensions and stuff. We gotta finish our base. We're gonna put a CMU block, and then we're gonna put the wrought iron fence that they had. That's over there. But this travertine, man, is fucking hard to put on. So we have a slight grade down, and then a grade that way. We're gonna be putting a pergola here probably. But I'm running catch basins here to collect the water that goes down. So you see we trenched out all the way down, and then I'm gonna be putting right here channel drain. We're gonna be putting a CMU block to retain this wall, and then we're gonna be continuing that all the way here. We're gonna be doing a white stucco on it, and then the travertine on top. Yeah, we got this kind of like a baby blue tile that we put in here. It looks really nice with this travertine. And we're gonna be smoothing this out. I'm really not a fan of using bullnose. The guys really struggle when they cut the bullnose coping. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna smooth this out a little bit on this. And you see that, like, dude, you gotta have, if you're doing pool renovations, which are great, you gotta have great guys that do it, because they really know everything. Like the dimensions of this and versus that, and the height, whenever you're in a jacuzzi, is really important. One thing you're gonna notice, you're gonna be like, what are these holes? Whenever you do, the guys, when they're working here, they want to be able to work really easily. The coping, the tile, whatever they're doing, drain the pool. But remember, if you drain a pool and you don't put holes in it, it's gonna pop the fuck out, because water will get underneath it and it'll pop it out. And now your project that was a $100,000 renovation turned into a $100,000. You're gonna make no money on it because you got to pay somebody to come and redo the entire pool. But yeah, we're pretty much just gonna get that fixed up, do an acid wash in here, do an acid wash on this, seal it, and then get this all taken care of. Behind here, we're just gonna be doing some more landscaping, just elephant ears and all that. These guys right now are taking out this lower petalum and the sago palm. The travertine's gonna continue to here, and then we're gonna do it right there. We're gonna be putting some grass over there and some Japanese uses like privacy hedges. But yeah, this is clients are really happy on this project, man. It's a really nice French couple. And I think the colors look really fantastic, man. But I'm keeping this old wall right here, and we're doing like kind of a stucco veneer on it. And then on the top of it, we're doing travertine. Is like the pool shots is what I would get. Man, I tried convincing these people to remove this, the rock around here, dude, yeah, and they didn't want to do it. I was like, come on, man. Palm trees in Texas, don't do it. They suck. They look like shit. Look at this palm tree over here. Looks like shit. Dude, they fall, they break. We took out one that was right here. It just does not match the aesthetic. Tropicals in Texas, don't do it. If you're okay with losing everything, put tropicals in. If you're not, evergreens, 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 evergreens. Eagles and Hollies right now are like the hottest tree in Houston. They're fucking amazing. They look great. They're nice and they're great. Dude, bad clients will stress your PMs out, and then your PMs start making mistakes. We started this like January 15th. I want to say we are probably like 2.5 weeks away from completion. This is the concrete vault. I've done a couple of these. This is really fucking hard, man. But what this is that the swim spa that we're gonna have craned in here is gonna sit in this. If there's any overfill on top of it, it'll automatically channel in through the channels that we made. And then if you come here, Hector, there's water in here right now. You can see that we pre-plumbed. There's a sump pump that's gonna sit in here, and we already ran 2-inch pipe from here all the way down. So at this level, that sump pump would automatically activate and get that water out. Around the swim spa is gonna sit at this elevation right here. The swim spa is kind of like a hot tub, but you can swim in it, and it's pretty deep. And then we're gonna do a Trex deck around it and wrap it around. But this was a challenge just because we ended up digging too deep. We had to fill it back up with stabilize. We did the concrete work. And dude, I think we spent like $12,000 on this work here. And then we built it up with CMU brick. But this was tough. We had to get an engineer to design this for us. And I was gonna do like an 18-inch or 2-foot, like a 24-inch catch basin. But we ended up just forming it out. And honestly, on these, I'm just gonna end up forming them out. But we'll show you the project. We got the Eagles and Hollies look fantastic. We have the 2x2, the 2x3 cast stone in here, 3x3 cast stone. Bernardo right now is working on the vents. We're putting the exhaust on the top. We're getting granite installed today. Really important on your job sites. We like to get certain things done in certain ways, but you can see that we have our Dimensions 12 pavers in here right now, the bell guard. We've already pressure washed them, but we covered it up. So yeah, this is gonna be really dope. Essentially from here to there is gonna be decking. We're doing a pergola here. And we're waiting on getting the granite installed today, and then we're gonna do the rest of the fire brick in here. You can see the, I love these pavers. Hey, Bernardo.
Yes, sir.
Let's get these covered up with the paper today. And all this trash, I wanna get it out today, please. Call Matt if you need one of the trailers.
Yeah.
Oh, also the blowers arrived today.
I got a rope.
For here. Yeah. You can see the pergola came out nice. The pergola's right here. Check this out, Hector. Bernardo, how's everything going? Bernardo,
Yes, sir.
what are you working on right now?
On the roof,
Yeah,
the roof jack.
for the exhaust.
Yeah. For this.
Cool.
And paint it.
We're putting the Hercules roof on this.
Yeah, I told Matt we need one more piece,
Yeah.
and the rest.
Are they putting the granite in?
Yeah, the guy says outside.
Lo están cortando ahorita?
Sí.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing it's gonna be a grill right here and a pizza. It's gonna be a pizza oven and a grill. Dope. This is, I want to say, one of the biggest projects that we've done, but also one of the most like gratifying projects, just to see the process of it. And I'm so happy the client listened to my recommendation on these trees, because they look really, 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 really nice, man. This stone was really hard to find, but he loves it. And everything, the tongue and groove came out really nice. I mean, this work is fantastic work, man. We're still gonna have to make some more repairs on the stucco over here, but granite's coming in today. It's gonna look really nice. Got all of our appliances covered up, and channel drain is locked in pretty nice, man. I'm excited for y'all to see this final result, because it's gonna look really nice.
They have that I want to put in there. I've got the speakers in, so they're in the garage right now. Everything's closed out. But I want to, the amp itself, we're going to figure out how to put it in here.
Yeah, so let's just, if you want to buy it, or you can send it to me and I'll buy it, but just we'll cut it out. We can recess everything in.
That would be great.
And then I'll get my.
It's about that thick.
Yeah.
So that way we have it all up in there. I've got the TV, I've got the mount, I've got everything, but I want to wait until everything else is done before we worry about that piece.
Bernie, dame 2 minutos. Yes, I agree. And then we'll get TV installed whenever you want. We're not gonna get that taken care of. We got these for the top of that.
Yeah, that should be fine. My only concern on these guys is they don't have a baffle. It shouldn't be a problem.
They don't have a what?
A baffle that opens, but it should be fine.
No, I've installed these, Chuck, before. Yeah, these are fine.
So those are good on today. So I know all that, with the exception.
We got all this moved out for you.
Yeah, but it's still not all connected up in there. It still needs to be connected there. I know that the piping is in there. We still have the electrical that's got to be run for the swim spa. So that conduit's, that's good. We just
Every time I've done these, they're complicated and they're hard. But this came out exactly how I needed it to come out.
It looks great. Everything's good. We got some details we got to finish up before delivery.
Hey, I set the level on this 30 times.
I came out and checked it too.
It's perfect. Yeah. Okay.
No, it looks good.
Here, drainage, landscaping. We're gonna clean everything
Get all
off.
this regraded.
Yes.
Get all this set up.
I'm gonna get all the trash out.
So I got all the flagstone removed with a few exceptions, and then I left the big pieces. So once we get the fence done, we got to get those big pieces of flagstone back down. I want to regrade that back over there, just get it back to the way it was, make sure it's draining right.
Okay.
And then you've got the mulch and everything else that all that, like
Well, let me ask you a question, actually, because this is more of a design thing. Instead of doing mulch, what I would recommend, and I'm not going to charge you anything extra for it, but what I'd recommend is this, is either do a ground cover on it, or do a 1/8 inch limestone like this. We're still going to put soil around it, but I have clients that do this, and it looks really nice.
I'm fine with that. Like as long as it's neat and clean, like I'm fine.
It'll be neater and cleaner than mulch.
My goal for this whole backyard is 0 maintenance.
Then let's do the gravel.
Okay.
We'll do the 1/8 inch gravel on here. That'll look really clean, really nice. Okay. If you have any other thing, just let me know.
All right, appreciate it.
We're rocking and rolling. All right, Hector, we're good to go. Dude, he's on his shit, man. I love clients like that. Don't look at clients like that as like engineers or construction guys. Don't look at them as like a nuisance. Look at them as like you got an extra project manager walking around, making sure that all your shit is good. I pulled the crew off of this one because I needed to send this somewhere else. It's flagstone work. It's tedious as fuck. It's kind of like travertine. Honestly, flagstone is probably even more tedious because not only are you having inconsistencies in the width, but you are having to deal with like you're like playing Tetris. But you can walk on this, Hector. We're putting a drain here. Yeah, this is gonna be a hot tub right here. So Morgan, our electrician, already ran. We're gonna be putting the plug over there. You gotta put plugs 8 feet away, like a 50 amp for the hot tub. Whenever you're doing this, it's up to code. So we're doing flagstone here. This is all base material here, compacted with the plate compactor. And damn, yeah, we still have a way to go. This is like 3 days in, so we got to finish the rest of this out, and then they got to mortar it. So that's the difference. In flagstone, you got to charge it really high because it's not pavers. You're not putting it together. And this is what the final result will look like. You can tell that these joints are obviously smaller, but essentially you set everything on your cement, and you come back in and you mortar all the joints. But it takes them a while when they do it. We ended up not winning the patio cover, but the company that did this did a pretty good job on it. It actually came out looking pretty nice. How they fixed that. They replaced a piece here. Hey, thank y'all for coming along. If you want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for following us along. Peace.